Hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. There we go. I'm doing all right. Just a little bored, so I thought I'd get some contracts done. This map right here is one that I only do uh, on live stream. I don't do any off-camera work or government subsidy mods or anything off camera or on camera for the money cheating, but actually, but um, all the work is done live. Uh, yeah, this was originally, I guess, an FS11 map. I didn't start playing FS until 15, so um, I wasn't familiar with it until it came out as a mod map in 17, I think, had it. But I hadn't seen a lot of people weren't doing this map. It wasn't one of those overplayed maps, so that's kind of why I picked it. And it's not a bad layout, so that's why I picked it. Let's see. She hired a worker for a second there because he needed to do something, and now he's going stupid, of course, because he's a farm's an AI worker, so now I gotta fix his problems. Well, we were talking last night and today about finding a map to do multiplayer on. I guess if we set something up, we could all jump on this one. It doesn't have to be single player for this map. It's just everything I do is done in stream, so we could all work this one. Contracts would go a lot faster with a bunch of people. Cruise control, there we go. That one guy, Several Header, I think. Did you see his name? Yeah, you probably saw his name in Doughboys chat. He's one of them. Zeke and Streak has been trying to get something going with me for a while. We've been trying to set something up, so there's a few of us. That'd be 4 right there total. Try and straighten this out a little bit. I gotta clean that up in the middle. Yeah, I'll talk to him because I talk to them quite often in Discord, so we'll see if we can work something out. I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight. To be honest, I wasn't really in the mood to stream, but I hadn't streamed in like a week, and so I wanted to get something on my channel tonight to keep consistency up a little bit. I don't have a streaming schedule. I just stream, well, for me, late at night. For you, rather early in the morning, actually. Well, it's almost, what, almost 7 a.m. there? For me, it's almost 11, because I'm an earlier U.S. time zone than like Doughboy. Yeah. Yeah, Doughboy's like 3 hours ahead of me. I'm on the West Coast. I'm out in California, so it's not as late for me yet. Trying to work straight on a field that has a curved edge just doesn't work. Not yet, I'm not. Hello, Frosty. How are you? Blue? That's that's Glue Type SRSX. His name's a typo. He makes jokes about horses being glue sticks, so that's Glue Type. Well, I'm here. Of course, Dave. You're my hero. That's why I went to your stream. That's why I knew you'd be in Six's stream. And that's why I knew you'd show up here. Yeah, the gang's starting to show up now. I guess haven't seen several. Is several here? Didn't show up on my screen. Oh, yep, there he is. Sorry, not everything's showing up on my TV screen. I got to keep looking at my computer monitor to see some of the people I miss. Hey, several. There he is. Not everything shows up on my TV, so I have to... Yeah, I'm sure it was. I don't get invited to those things anymore. Kind of regret buying that game now. Don't get my money's worth out of it anymore. So, several, I was talking to DW, and we were thinking maybe we would play my save of this map, the one I'm on right now. Maybe we'd just all team up on a bunch of contract work or something for the multiplayer we're trying to put together. This is Farming Legend, so see what you think. Yes, I am, Dave. Well, first of all, here, let me go to the map and show several, and then I'm going to go refill. This was a Giants map in FS 11. Several. It's pretty good. It's got quite a few fields. I don't own very many. I own like, well, 3, I think. 2 big ones and a small one. But that's the map. Still missed some spots. I can see that little thin strip of cotton I missed. So after I refill, I guess I'm going to have to fill that in. I don't think I have any at the store, at the farm. I'm going to have to go to the store. Okay. I'll get 2. That'll do me for a little while. That's what I like about you, Dave. You keep an eye on things that I don't. Of course, I try to when I'm watching streams, too. It was good to see Kaz out streaming tonight, and good to see Six. Good to see both of those guys doing well and out there streaming. For those of you who do not know, for PC streaming, Old Timer Dave is an excellent streamer. 45 minutes, yikes. But Old Timer Dave, he's right there with the Blue Wrench. He is an excellent streamer. And for console streaming, Several Header also is a YouTuber. So if you haven't already, make sure you check them out. I don't know if, well, he goes by many nicknames, but that British guy, DW, I don't know if, do you stream and make YouTube content, or are you just are you a viewer? You're gonna come back to making vids? Okay. So feel free to check out his channel and give him a subscribe as well, because That way you can be ready when he does. Frosty Rose was in here poking around a little bit. She's going to be getting her channel humming very soon because we're going to be doing some stuff together, hopefully sooner rather than later. So if you guys haven't yet, yeah, Blue Type is a Twitch guy. If Blue Type wants to try and post his link to his Twitch channel, there's Frosty. You guys sub to Frosty. Let's get Blue Type to try and post his link, and then we'll get a moderator to approve it if YouTube tries to stop it. I don't know. I don't have a bot, so it probably won't stop it. But we'll try and get Blue Type's Twitch channel up there. He does. Well, you see, you do ATS and Wreckfest, I guess, mostly, right? Yeah, or you can send it to Oldtimer Dave in Discord, Blue Type, and Dave will make sure it gets put up. Okay. Sounds good, Several. Let's see, did I miss my turn, or was that the right turn? That was the right turn. Yay, because I'm going to field 12. Ah. Look at that, Dave. I actually made a correct turn. Aren't you proud of me? I'm proud of me. I'm allowed at least one non-screw up per stream, Dave. I've reached my quota. The key word on that one, Several, is yet. And Dave will be the first to agree with me on that. Oh, there's where I left off. I see that strip now. I'm on the wrong side. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the vote of confidence there, David. Oh, man. Frosty Rose is playing on Farmer Min's server. She's one of those who's on Min's server. And she joined my farm and stopped hers so that we could share a farm, because it's easier for people with limited time, and time seems to be going by fast on that server, even with 9-day seasons. So she was trying to follow me. We were delivering stuff from one. Oh, Streamlabs didn't like you. Okay, well, I'll try and get your link sometime. Like Oldtimer Dave said, Blue Type, just send it to him in Discord, and he'll post it. He'll get it on here for me. Yeah, Swedish fish in his pens. But anyways, she merged farms with me, and she was following me from her farm to my farm, which is now our farm, Wreckfest Farms. And yeah, there wasn't a fence she didn't like, and she got very nice and up close with it. She crashed into everyone she could find. But luckily, though, several Frosty and I have the pens we wanted. We wanted each. Well, we wanted a horse paddock. So we have a 16-horse paddock that is full. And I have about, I think, 150 of the 400 cows allowed. There it is. Thank you, Dave. Make sure you guys give Blue Type a follow if you have a Twitch account. While we're at it, Dave, maybe we can get Several and that British guy to post their links. You might need to approve them. Like I said, I don't know. But if they want to post their links to their YouTube channels. Alright. We'll try and get those put up. If Frosty Rose wants followers for her Twitch channel, I know she was thinking about getting that going as well. You guys, let's get some links put up there so you guys can follow each other, because there we go. That's what I like to see, you guys on the ball to help each other out. Sub, follow, like, comment, all that good stuff. No wonder it was driving me crazy. I had it on all-wheel steering. That's why Dave was a shoe-in to get a wrench on my channel. Because not only is he a great YouTuber, he is a great moderator as well. And that's what I did when I gave out wrenches. I gave it to fellow content creators and people who are generally just good moderators that I see all over. Frosty Rose. Frosty. Linkies. That should be it, Dave. Frosty Rose YT on Twitch. Should be the same pink rose with frost on it picture that she has on here. I'm just going to drive around in circles. She's also Frosty Rose YT on Instagram. I hope she doesn't mind me saying that. Too late. Sorry. She posts all kinds of pretty pictures from her adventures. You guys, if you guys want to see the ginormous boat she was on when she went on her Caribbean cruise she just got back from, she's got pictures of that, some pictures from her excursion. Pictures from things she sees around home, bugs and flowers and... Yeah, Dave, I know. Posting links, man, that's tough work. I don't have like a Rob D Titan gaming Instagram. Oh, that's right. She's going to be posting pictures of her guinea pig soon. Snickers. Yeah, that does get rather tiresome there, Blue. Um, but luckily with the console, it's just click, click, done. There's no stream keys because I don't need to use OBS for this. It's just click and go. He's a guinea pig, Frosty. He's gonna be, you know, skittish. They're not known for their bravery. Yeah, several. It is. It's just click a couple of things, make sure the title you want is set. You know, like for me tonight, all I had to do, all I had to do tonight was change it from episode 4 to episode 5, so I just had to change one number. You know, backspace, click, click, hit enter on that, on 5 instead of, yeah, instead of 4. And off I go. I was rocking and rolling. Yeah. I still think you should have picked that one name above Bruce Wayne on that list you showed me. There's a nice thing I found in the advanced settings that you can have a girl read you the comments. Well, Blue, you know, Dave streams a lot more than I do, especially PC. Maybe you should enlist the help of Dave. Did it plant? It looks like it planted around that. Did I get the full loop around there? Come on, save. Yeah, it did. Okay. We don't want you to change, Dave. Oh, you're talking about Streamlabs, right? Right. I'm waiting for Frosty to tell everybody the name I referenced on that list of popular male guinea pig names. Because I think she should have named her guinea pig that. I think she missed a golden opportunity. Oh no. There it is. There it is. Now Frosty put it up there. Yeah. Believe me, the idea of anybody thinking I'm handsome is a joke. Yes, Dave. It has been my lifelong ambition to have a guinea pig named after me. And I missed. It's a seeding contract. They don't need fertilizer. They're just getting it for free. I'm not going to worry about it this time. But thanks, Dave. It's a contract. They can hire me to fertilize and they'll pay me for it. Oh, it's underscore YouTube. That's your YT. That's right. Okay. Oh, it stopped. It stopped me anyways. Did it highlight your name? I'm gonna have to go refill fertilizer anyways, Dave. I guess I should just listen to you. Should be close. 94%, of course. Yeah, this is the Great Plains. Frosty. Do I have traffic turned off? Nope, traffic's on. I just haven't seen. Well, I've seen some cars, I guess, huh? Huh. Usually I get more traffic on this map than this. Whatever. How can I crash into another car if there's no cars? I can't let Dave be wrong. Come on, where's the other cars? Yeah, I guess. They already made it to work. I'm not even going to look at stop signs anymore. If I'm going to crash, there's a car. And I can drive faster than he can. Time to make Dave correct. I watched part of his first look, or he did a stream on Friday or yesterday from Charwell. I didn't get to see Crash. There we go. There you go, Dave. There. Now you can make fun of me because you were right. I saw part of his Charwell stream. I didn't watch his Shamrock Valley one yet. There we go. This takes liquid fertilizer. Were you here in stream with me the night, Dave, that I had somebody, a new subscriber, show up and said he would share, or he would subscribe to my channel and he would share it? If I crashed into a car with my harvester. So I crashed into 2 cars for him. The things I do for viewers. I'm a giver. Yeah, his Shamrock Valley stream was this morning, but no, I'll watch it as a video. I haven't seen it yet. I'm glad it's going to come to console because it was only on PC in 17, so I'm glad he's making it for both. But it's going to be really nice. Seeing that boat out there in the water reminds me it's going to have like a drivable boat, I guess, in it. It's going to have all kinds of neat stuff, so Oxygen David really went all out again. Ooh, another car. Which one should I hit? The first one or the second one? Second one. Dang Prius. Bam! There you go. Ha ha! There. That'll make Dave feel better. Nah. Not gonna hit that second one. It's a grocery go-getter. I'm a maniac behind the wheel and I don't care. Yeah, Frosty, if there's there's probably a family in the grocery go-getter, so I better not crash into them. Well, considering, I don't get those, we don't have those fancy PC mods like Super Strength. Flipping a tractor in this, as you know, several, is much harder to recover from. Turn into a turtle, wiggling around on its back, trying to right itself. Yeah, this smug filter. Yeah, they're probably too busy smelling their own farts, Blue Type, to care about the guy who just crashed into them. That was a great South Park episode about Prius drivers. Probably Farmer Min's favorite. For those of you in here who watched me when I was with Doughboy in his stream last night, just an update. I don't know the status of who is and who isn't still playing on that server after, last night. I don't know if anybody, and I think you guys know who we're talking about, has been banned or not. Yeah, it was kind of funny, several, especially from just a viewer standpoint, but as somebody who knows the kind of time that Farmer Min put into that farm and the outdoor farmer put into that farm, it's kind of cringeworthy, I guess would be a way to put it. Like Min had said, he was removing the sandcastles. He was undoing it, where the over 12 hours he'd put into combining fields and planting with all the storyline and video and stuff he'd done on there. Yay, contract's finished. Is, that's a different story. Yeah, the story, he had to redo some stuff. We had to go back to revert. Because, like, I was on there a couple times today, and Doughboy's flatbed semi is still got its tail end up on the fence there at the sell point where we were selling the apples last night, because that's where it had last been saved. So it's still sitting up there. But I can see Outdoor Farmer's point of view on some of it, though. He was just trying to farm on his farm. He wasn't hurting anybody. And Min got a little carried away with the sandcastles. That was a little excessive. Because, like he pointed out to me in a message, he only did one prank on me and one prank on Doughboy, and then went a little cray-cray with Outdoor Farmer. Oh no, my truck stuck under some trees. Big deal. Maybe Frosty. I mean, I've already been on there and did some work. Keep away with the apples. That was just playing around, But putting somebody's gator. Hey, Jones. Putting somebody's gator on a barn. Oh, that's easy to get down. But a few hundred or more sandcastles is a little different. You know. Um, so, but I rewatched part of that stream because I wanted to see how it looked from Doughboy's perspective when I drove through with the flatbed and basically snatched that pallet away from them with the auto load because they were fighting for it. Yeah, you missed it, Jones. You might want to find Doughboy 2913 on YouTube. He did a 6-hour stream last night, and if you watch from about 4 hours and 45 minutes into it on the last, yeah, it's a long story, but there was a lot of hijinks and tomfoolery going on that got a little carried away, and we had to undo a few things, and it's caused tension at best, I guess, was the way to describe it. Yeah, it was, Oh, there it is. Is that Doughboys? Okay. Um, it's funny if you're just somebody watching, but thanks, Dave. But if you were playing it, it's a much different story. And I want to remain friends with both of those guys, Farmerman and Outdoor Farmer. So I'm trying to remain neutral, trying to see both sides, trying to, uh, you know, not, tick off anybody too bad. It's kind of awkward, you know. Um, I just don't know how I should, I'm trying to tread lightly on the whole shooting match. I'm also trying to find a contract that is good paying without being sugar beets or potatoes. That what was that? Was this corn up here? Yeah, it's corn. That's not bad. Uh, yeah, pretty much DW. You know, uh, I'm not gonna change my friendship. I don't think either one of them would ask me to choose. They're not that kind of people. Let's do that corn contract. It's not bad. We'll harvest corn. Um, but several, as far as the Vikings go, yeah, you're not going to get me to agree with you. You're going to get me to agree with you that the Vikings are the best team. Good to see you coming around to the correct side. Um, it's good to see a cheesehead convert to. We got to get old timer Dave to see the light. Yeah. Now, that's not actually supposed to be that header, but it works. There's a Kloss header for this combine that is, to me, too small for their largest combine. It didn't make any sense to me. So, oh, you're saving for me again. How polite. Yeah, he would know you were full of it if you started rooting for the Vikings, but it would be nice for you to finally get that right at least. I mean, field 19. Oh, it's down there. Okay. You're a good man, Dave. You get a lot of things right. But your choice in football teams. I'm not pro-Vikings. I'm not anti-Vikings. I'm not from Minnesota. I'm not Farmer Min. But you got to understand that those cheeseheads, as well as do you see that, Jones? Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. Um, those cheeseheads, as well as those Cowboys, are rivals of, well, the best football team in the NFL, no matter what anybody says, and that would be, of course, the San Francisco 49ers. Now, are the 49ers as good as they were back in the 80s when they had Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Dwight Clark? No, of course not. But just like you cheesehead fans know, you support your team through thick and thin, even when you have to deal with Colin Kaepernick. Sorry, I digress. Dave. That's okay, Frosty. Well, you know, Jones, he Farmer Min's sandcastle building ability is pretty amazing. I mean, think about it. He built all those sandcastles. They're all perfect. They're all the same size. To be honest, Frosty, I am actually more of a baseball fan. Yeah, that was Min. That's why Outdoor Farmer did what he did to Min's farm. And you'll see that before too long. I believe the term "yikes" comes to mind. Yeah. I don't know, DW. You know, I keep seeing where NFL teams are playing in the UK once in a while. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. My drop-off point is right there. I could almost just drive the harvester over there and sell it directly. Almost don't even need to go get my tipper. It's right underneath the field I'm working. Oh, that's hilarious. I actually, I made it onto television when I was a young teenager, just barely in my teens, at a San Francisco Giants baseball game. Yeah, probably several. Um, but unfortunately, I made it onto television because I was asleep in my seat. I was sitting in the nice warm sunshine, watching the Giants play baseball, and my brother had left to go buy souvenirs. My dad went to go find a beer or something, and I fell asleep. And so here's all of a sudden my dad and my brother, wherever they were, uh, they saw on the monitors their two empty seats and me with my sunglasses on, sitting in my chair, obviously asleep. I wasn't snoring or anything, but my head was down and I was out because I fell asleep in the sunshine. And they said, "Well, he must not be very excited." I'm like, "No, I was just tired." But I made it on the TV. Yay. Well, Jones, Frosty Rose and I happen to like baseball. I don't think baseball is super popular down there in New Zealand, but, that's just the way it goes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thankfully, I had my sunglasses and my hat on and everything and didn't get too much of a sunburn. Of course, you know, Blue's watching the video too. Yeah. But, I, yeah, hazard was a hazard last night, but yeah, I fell asleep at the game, but I didn't get sunburned because I was properly protected from the sun. But in order to make the trip about 50 miles, drive to one town, catch the subway, and then I think we caught a bus or a cable car from where we got off the. It's kind of a subway that travels between the different towns in Northern California that connects to San Francisco and Oakland. Not that kind of subway, Jones. And we had to get up early to make it to the game. And of course, it was summertime. I was a kid out of school, so what was I going to do? Sleep as late as I possibly could because I could. So, yeah, I got tired at the game, fell asleep, and made it onto Cubs. The Cubs. Several, you are not endearing yourself to me, dude. Seriously. Cubs. Give me a break. Well, I don't know when for sure, but we'll figure up something for when we're gonna do this this multiplayer that we're talking about doing here on PS4. So did you guys see that slick move I pulled in the flatbed semi to get that pallet away from Doughboy and Farmer Min when they were fighting over on the side of the road? That was That was funny. I know I shouldn't be laughing at myself, but I was laughing so hard last night at at Doughboy's reaction. For those, well, Dave was in voice chat with us, so Dave saw it, but they were fighting back and forth. I drove past them, saw what they were doing, and I thought, well, if I turn on the autoloader to this flatbed and drove past, meow, drove right through them, and yeah, I won the steal the. There was a steal the pallet from each other contest, and I won. Yep. Min said he was gonna have a video coming from uh, last night on Hazard with some of that, but I don't know if that's still gonna happen or when. But I'd love to see how he recorded voice for it, and but I can't talk. Um, and spun it to where he was, you know. Yeah, he did run after me and flip a truck, but yeah, I'd love to see how he spins it to make him sound like the good guy in all of this. Oh, that was one heck of a stream. Because I joined Doughboy after he'd been going for about, what, 2 or 3 hours. And then, yeah, I can't wait for that video either, Dave. And then I played with him for the last part, over half of it. Oh, man. I know this is like episode 5 of this map, but I'll tell you right now, if the base game map from FS15 Bjornholm that is on PC right now, been redone for 19, comes to console, I'm going to be switching to that thing so quick, you guys aren't going to believe it. Because that's the map that got me hooked on Farming Simulator. Thank you, Mr. T-Bone. Welcome. Another one of the six-wheel in the crowd. Saw you in there earlier. Good to see you. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry that I keep forgetting, Mr. T-Bone. I want to download and check out Logging in the Hollers. The map you worked on. The map you did. It's yeah, Westbridge Hills was a good one, Jones. I know what you meant. I speak New Zealand typo. I'm fluent. Oh, you're welcome, dude. Yeah, it looks really good, and like David told me one night when I mentioned it to him, he said, be prepared to use the FDR logging stuff because of the size of the trees, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Doesn't bother me a bit. Well, they have it out for 19, and there is, I don't know if I want to call it an edit. I don't know how Dave would describe it, but there is a version of Pleasant Valley being done by the Collaboration, which is Kaz64, J&J Mods, yeah. Perrin, the old, who is Perrin, the old Aussie gamer, and Kentucky and JD. That's the other one. They are doing a version that is they're completing it, I should say. It's going to be awesome. It's gonna have the one feature every single player on every single platform has been complaining about since FS19 came out, and that is you can buy and transport chickens. No more of this being forced to pay the fee. Oh, not JD any longer. Oops, sorry. I guess I misspoke. But the other 3 are still working on it? Did I have that right at least? But yeah, you can transport chickens. It's going to have other new animals, goats, ducks, and different breeds of dogs. They're doing a version of Pleasant Valley, or completing it, I guess. Okay, so 3 members. No more fee on chickens, not on that map. It's multi-fruit. It's 4X, so it will be PC. So after you get your PC, you'll be able to play it several. But it's going to have, looks like, mining, because you can get silt from the bottom of lakes and ponds. It's going to have a little bit of everything for everybody. Mr. T-Bone and Six Wheelan will like the fact that it'll have logging. Yeah. Did you post your link, Dave? I know you were busy posting everybody else's. For those of you in here who have not subbed to Dave, I know I said it earlier, but make sure you do, because Dave streams closer to this time of night. Well, sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later. Quite a few nights a week. So make sure you check out OTD. And he does get a chance quite frequently to preview maps for his buddy Kaz64 and some of the other members of the collaboration. Which is why he is one of the lucky people who had a sell point named after him by J&J Mods in the J&J Mods pack. Old Timer Dave. Well, of course, Perrin got one named after him because he's part of the collaboration. But my friend Sarge the Kiwi Gamer, our friend Frosty Rose, who is lurking around here somewhere, I guess. She's being very quiet. Yeah, the Rustic Acres console version is going to be great. If Bjornholm doesn't come to console, I'll switch to that one instead of this one. I just didn't want to do like Oakfield or Lone Oak or Welkers or one that everybody plays or everybody flocks to. Because, I mean, I don't want people to get bored seeing, 15 different YouTubers stream 3 different maps. Yeah, oh, I know. I know he was out there tonight, but yeah, his health, Well, yeah, they're popular, but it doesn't mean they're better. It doesn't mean that maps like this or some of the others that don't get played much aren't good. And that's the thing, is I try to do some of the less frequently used maps, some of the more obscure maps. I like because it gives people a variety. Well, you see, that's just it. Yeah, I was glad he was relaxing, Dave. But that's just it. Several, every just like with Oakfield. Same thing with Lone Oak and some of these other maps. They were popular in 17, which I totally get and I totally understand. But everybody flocks to them when they come out for 19. Everybody flocks to them, and so if you follow only a certain number of YouTube creators, your subscription stream is going to be saturated with the same maps. Yes, you're going to see different people doing it differently with the landscaping and their different ways of playing and their different storylines and everything, but it's still the same map at the end of the day. Well, you know, Blue, I played it some because of some of the different mods that I had access to in 19 that I didn't have in 17. But, you know, yeah, I got burned out on it pretty quick too. Fun fact: the farm Oakfield was based on real life in the 30s. Oh, cool. I mean, it's a great map. I mean, the first time I really played multiplayer where I could, you know, had a working headset was on Oakfield on PS4. We played the FS17 version because it hadn't quite come out on 19 yet. It was getting ready to. I played with Farmer Min, and it was that stream that I gave Six Wheelin' Pop Pop, who is a great YouTuber in his own right, the nickname and the reputation of the Six Wheelin' Pop Pop map tour, because we were playing that day. He got lost and turned around. Yeah, I'm sure it is weird to see it in the game, but he got lost and he got turned around in a field, and I said, oh, he's not lost. He's just giving everybody on his stream an impromptu map tour. And so the running joke, and he's just taken the ball and run with it and loves it, is the Six Wheelin' Pop Pop map tour. And you'll even hear Farmer Min talk about it. I'm sure there's some people who still play on Felsbrunn. Frosty, I haven't played on it much. It's a good map, but it's just like I was saying with like Oakfield and Lone Oak, since it was one of the only maps that people had to play for the longest time while they waited for mods. It got overplayed. Yeah. Well, I went back to it because it was one of the first maps that I knew would be Seasons ready when Seasons came out on PC, because it's a Giants map. So they'd updated it for Seasons. To be honest, I liked it better than Ravenport. And you'd think, being an American, I'd pick the American map over the European map, but Ravenport, to me, was an insult to the North American players done by Giants. I found that map incredibly insulting. I still do. People have had to go and make edits of that map to correct it. It irritated me to lengths that, yeah, just really made me mad. Their supposed view of the U.S. Oh yeah. Did you look at the yeah, they had trash everywhere, on the ground, at the shop, on the beach. They had junkyard cars just about everywhere. You know, and then you get Felsbrunn. It's beautiful, it's picturesque, there's no garbage, there's no junk cars, it's immaculate, you know. It's like, oh, so the German company that made the German map makes the German, you know, they make the German company that made the German map made it look nice and pretty. The German company that makes the US map makes it look like dog crap. Well, that's just coincidence. Maybe I better get my tinfoil hat out and claim the Earth is flat. It's the Illuminati, right? Or whatever other excuse I want to come up with, right? Conspiracy theories. Oh, it was so nice of them. Whatever. But yeah, so I started liking Felsbren more because it didn't make me angry to look at it. What, you know a flat earther, Frosty? I almost think that you probably share the same last name with that person, and I don't mean Rose. I wouldn't put it past some of the members of your family to believe that. And, it is a member of your family. Oh, brother. Sorry, mosquito. Um. Oh, okay. Uh, but I don't even get me started on like the Peterbilt was pretty good, but don't even get me started, on like Kloss and John Deere. Yeah, I use them, and I know I understand, the slot count reasons, but um, they should have kept Kloss to be the marquee brand of FS21. Having both Kloss and John Deere debut in 19 was a bad idea. John Deere comes around. We, we have to rely on the modders to give us much. Yeah, they've got no new brands. That's funny, Frosty. But they've got no new brands that are really big name brands that people are going to care about to attract new players, especially casual gamers, to 21. Because they gave us Kloss already. I mean, John Deere was good for that. Eh, oh, they'll have something, yeah, but I don't think Kubota's big enough. Brianna, good evening. Seasons hopefully will be built into the base game, yeah. But as far as big names go, you know. Um, okay, so this map, I don't really have a field available. I promised Brianna a poplar demonstration. Let me think here. Seasons for console. Well, yeah, hopefully it comes out soon. It's supposed to be base game uh, in 21, I think. Um, yeah, they might do for, other brands that aren't pickup brands, maybe go for like Chevy and Ford or something beyond this, but um, I don't know. Let's see, I'm going to hire a worker for a second here. Yeah, it would be, James. It would be nice. I'm going to go into the map as it saves for me again because it's always so nice and polite and does that for me. Yay. Look at the lands. I need a small field. It doesn't cost too much money. Just one small field. No, that's a big chunk. I don't need a big chunk. I need just one small field. Grr. Rebel. See, this is how many. Yes, this. Yeah, but it's only 86,000 though. Hmm. Okay. There. Now, what is on those fields? We have canola and sunflowers. Oops. Yeah, that's the modder who did that. They're both ready to harvest. Okay. And I need the combine and its header. What I'm going to do, Brianna, is I may not get to it in this stream tonight. I will harvest one of those two small fields. I'm going to, in one of my streams, plant poplars, show you how they are planted, and then while we're in stream, I'm going to fast forward time so you see what they look like in the different stages of growth, and then I will show you the different methods of harvesting the poplars. Sort of just a guide. Being that I am on console, I don't have access to some of the... Okay, well, thank you. Being that, I'm on console, I don't have access to some of the fun cheating mods that PC has. And, yeah, you are going to miss some stuff, worker, darn it. And, but I promised I'd do them. And I will. Come on, worker bee, get turned around. I wouldn't play Farm Sim in VR. I think it'd give me too many headaches. Like literal headaches. Like my eyes would just be like, I can't take this. I'll stick to the methods I play now. Get up there. Get up there. There you go. Good boy. That's because my audio isn't coming through somebody else's stream, it's coming through my own. Well, we could do do poplars, several. And if Brianna's watching that stream, then she can see it, or she can see it as a video. I'm going to want to plant them. I'm going to want to fast forward times at 120 until they're ready to harvest. And then I will show the method of using a forage harvester. And I will also demonstrate the Anderson bio baler that makes poplar bales. But maybe what we'll end up doing before then in that stream, if I don't do it in a stream before then, is we will, yeah, not using Discord for audio either, Blue, that's right. But we'll have to harvest those two fields, one's sunflowers and one's corn, I believe, before. Okay, I will, Brianna. A lot of times it's whenever I quit putting it off and work up the nerve to hit go live. Ooh, 94% transport. I don't have a schedule for streaming, and unfortunately, outside of my streams and Clutch's streams, I don't really have an easy way to say, oh, hey, get ready to tune in. I'm going to stream in a little bit. I'm going to do the poplars. Because because I only talk to you in these streams. So we'll get it worked out. And like I said, uh, if I do it and you don't make it and I don't get a chance to tell you I'm going to do the stream, get in there. Then I'll just let you know that I've done it and let you know what video to watch. All right, Jonesy, I'll be here for a little bit. Because like tonight was kind of impromptu. I knew I hadn't streamed in about a week or so, and I was debating it, and finally I was just like, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead. So the contract is finished, but this corn, I could either keep it or sell it and make some money, but since I just bought those fields, I'm going to go ahead and cash in on it, sell this, and get the money. And I don't mind that I bought fields because I'm going to be wanting to buy the whole map eventually if I play long enough. That's always my goal. This is Farming Legend. Yep, sell, Dave. Yeah, this is Farming Legend. This was a Giants map in Farming Simulator 11. It has made it through some of the different versions as a mod map. Since then, it was in 17, I know, and it was, no, obviously here in 19. I don't know, because I wasn't on PC, if it was a mod map in like 15 or anything. Okay, Frosty, take it easy. I'll talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure. Because we got to get on the server and do some work. Oh, hello, Luke. This map is Farming Legend. Good night, Frosty. Yeah, it's in the in-game mod hub, Luke. Because I'm on PS4, and that's the only place that PS4 can get mods and maps. See, that's what I was telling some of the others in here earlier. That's kind of why I picked this map when I started doing some of these streams from FS19, is because I wanted to pick one that hadn't been overplayed. And judging by the fact that I do get at least 2 or 3 people per stream coming in and asking what map it is. That tells me that it's not been overplayed because it's not easily recognizable like some of the more popular maps like your Welker Farms and your Oak Fields and maps like those. So, and I have my PC brain in here. I almost just drove behind my harvester and got ready to activate Follow Me. So my PC player friends can get a good chuckle out of that because there is no Follow Me on console. Since I already have the row crop header attached, yeah, several. See, well, see, the thing is, yeah, Dave, I know. See, you thought that's what I was getting ready to do. Um, oh yeah. Um, I am not in New Zealand. I'm in the U.S. I'm in California. Mr. Jones, who's in here, is in New Zealand. But the thing about mods like Follow Me and Courseplay, Brianna, is that Sony and Microsoft only allow certain kinds of scripts on their consoles. And so that's why, I don't. That's why you don't see them on here, because they won't approve them, unfortunately. Giants has to build seasons into the base game in order to get it to be available at release. It's very surprising that seasons. Oh, I know. It's a pain. Are you taking off, Luke? Hmm. Well, people were asking when FS19, they were asking Giants, actually right before 19 came out, Giants did a bunch of pre-release streams with Virtual Farmer and Simulation for the Nation, I think, were the two that did the English language streams. And probably it's 12, 13 here, several. Um, and people asked about seasons. Is it going to have seasons? Where's seasons? And they said, well, we were about halfway done with FS19 when FS17 got seasons. So they didn't have it. They were still working on it or something. So the way they made it sound like they would have it in, that it just didn't make it quick enough. Yeah, I want it to be an option as well, Blue. Some people like it. Some people don't. For me, it's all a matter of, am I doing a multiplayer with people? Um, yeah, built into the game as an option. Am I doing multiplayer with people? Am I doing, you know, a big 4x multi-fruit map with production on PC? Then I wouldn't use it. But a small map like this, I might. Um, to be honest, Dave, in single player, the only time I really use seasons much is in multiplayer with those who do use it. And I use it some on my own in order to be semi-familiar with it. So that I don't seem too dumb about it. Oh, I don't know about that, several. The fact that he has some years on us means that he's been through more seasons than we have, so he understands seasons more than we do. Well, it's supposed to be the realism and the challenge of getting your crops in on time, finding things to do, um, you know, that's, that's true, Brianna. But, it's the realism, though, uh, Jones. I mean, like right now on Farmer Min's server, from that video that I was telling you about from the shenanigans for that I did with Doughboy last night when Min came in and was playing around with us. Uh, you know, we're under the gun now that spring. We have 9-day seasons going, and day 8 is almost over, and I've still got 2 fields to harvest and get planted, and I don't know if I'm going to get them done in time for them to be ready before autumn comes. They're going to have to be summer planted because I'm waiting for them to finish growing. There's 2 fields of oats I'm waiting to finish so I can plant corn because that's next in my rotation. And it's raining every other day, so my crops are too wet. Yeah. But it's frustrating. But they want you to know what it's like for real life farmers, who have to find other things to do. I mean, like Farmer Min in real life, being a farmer, he has everything he can do in the fields done because they're frozen. You can't do anything out there. So now he has, shop work to do to get things ready for the spring. And like I was joking with him about it last night. Oh, this swath sweater if I can get it all. I was joking with him last night. I was like, yeah, the thaw's going to come just in time for his birthday because his birthday's in like April, May. So about the time things start getting busy when he's got to start plowing up, the fields and getting ready to start planting again, near his birthday time, they fall at the same time. Yeah, fixing what they broke at the further ground. All those ruts from trying to dig out trucks and tractors and lifters and everything else. And of course the ground's frozen, so all those ruts are frozen, so they're reminders that aren't going to go anywhere because they're like dirt statues to remind him of the aggravation. Because there are still some people who just don't understand that Farmer Min is a real life farmer. You like that one, Brianna? They are dirt monuments of irritation. Okay, sunflowers. Boy, I come in right when it's getting ready to save. How nice. I know it always just does that anyways, but there's only two places at 2494 at Port Southeast, of course, way down the bottom. Naturally. Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to drive this guy back to the farm, drop off this header, and let him get started on, get the other header, and he can start on the soybeans while I'm selling the sunflowers. And I'll have my two new fields that I just bought already harvested. Here on PC, I have them all. I have the John Deere Cotton Pack because I have the season pass. So for one price, you can get. They're all prepaid for. So I have the Cotton DLC. I have the Claas DLC. Of course, the Holmer pack was free. I have the Anderson pack. I have them all. Or you could watch my past streams, several. Watch, comment, click like on all of them. Hint, 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 hint. No, but this is, a 2x map, and I know you've played PC before, so you've played 4x before, but this map really isn't that big. It's not really that difficult to figure out. Yeah, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You got that right, Jones. You see? Likes, comments, views. I'll take them all. You've got groups of fields, like 3 groups of fields. You've got my farm in the middle, right next to the store. I'll go to your channel and check out your stuff. Don't worry. I'm already subbed to you. So, but here's my farm here in the middle, and then there's the gas station next door, the shops across the street. There's a sell point over here, which is Port Northwest, is right here. This is like the housing area of the map, right there in the middle by my cursor. But here's Port Northwest, and then here's the animal dealer, the spinnery. And then down here is Port Southeast, which is where I was selling the corn from that contract. Here's where the BGA and another fuel point is. And here's where the sheep pasture is, because they have animals pre-placed on this map. Here's the sawmill. It's dairy station, sell point. It's pretty straightforward. Here's another farmhouse, and is that the cows? Yeah, that's the cows. There's the horses. And I think those are just, a hayloft and a farm silo. Just a second farm. So, like I said, it's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot. I don't even think this is a sell point. I'm not even sure this is just like a decoration you can drive to. It's probably a destination for like a transport mission. I haven't done any transport missions on this one, so I'm thinking that's what this area at the top of the map at the end of that road, it's got to have a reason to be there. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Ooh, I forgot to fold up my pipe, and I do mean almost, Dave, hit my tractor with it. I didn't quite. Until I got a flatbed truck Brianna with auto load that would pick up mission pallets, I didn't do them too much, Then I started doing contracts more. And of course, super strength to be able to just pick them up and just drop them onto the trailer or whatever you're gonna haul them with is pretty easy. Um, See? Mm-hmm. But you know, on console, you're taking a tractor with or something with a pallet fork on the front loader forks, towing a trailer to put the pallets on or something. Console, it's uh, very different. You know. Um, Transport missions on console, I guess you could say, force you to go for the uh, well, they force you to do realism too. But since most of the money I've got on this map is from, oh, there goes my tongue of my header trailer. The money I've got on here has been from doing contracts and maxing out my loan. I've cheated no money into this. Every bit of this save that I have played has been on live stream. Nothing playing on my own. Oh yeah. They can go pretty high, unless you're using on PC uh, on PC, if you use the ease of development commands, you can just use the F11 key to give yourself as much money as you want. Yeah. Oh yeah. On Farmer Min's server, I joke with everybody and call that the First National Bank of F11. Well, several. You'll need to wait until you get onto PC because there's no pallet auto-loading trailers for console. That's what I was saying about needing to use a tractor with pallet forks on console. But when you get onto PC, yeah, use a flatbed truck or trailer with auto, because that's what we were doing last night with the apple crates, the apple pallets for Doughboy when we were selling his apples, when I was helping him sell his apples. You can do a transport mission the same way. And that's you spawned 30 wool pallets near you. I could see why you'd be getting 8 FPS. Well, last night I had 40 apple pallets when it was supposed to only hold like 16 because he spawned so many and they just spawned into each other. Dave tonight was on the Pleasant Valley, and I was trying to tell him he dropped off the 2 hemp pallets that he did tonight, and then right before he left that to go do something else and ran away with super speed, it picked up and he had 50 something hemp bales on one trailer. It's a scripting thing. I'm surprised they're able to get the I don't know why, but it's a scripting thing. They can do auto load bale, for hay bales, straw bales, silage bales, cotton bales. But why you can't get them to do pallet, I don't know on console. I don't know what the scripting, if there's a scripting difference, or the modders just haven't done it, or what. I don't know. But yeah, Old Timer Dave was on Pleasant Valley tonight helping out Perrin and Gaz64. And I don't think he noticed that right before he ran away to do the next task, he had, Like, it shouldn't be much different though. But he had like 50 something hemp bales on one trailer. Oh, I didn't sell the sunflowers yet. That's why it's not dumping out. I'm dumb. Yay! Everybody laugh at me. I just did something dumb. I forgot. I gotta go sell this first. Then I'll come back. Hemp on the maps like Rustic Acres. If you watch Farmer Min's series, um, is really, really, really good money. Oh my gosh, if you want to be a millionaire fast, just get into the hemp business. It yields incredible. You can't make very many passes before it's full. Um, it makes illegal brown water look like regular brown water. I'll put it to you that way, Brianna. Yeah, isn't that cool? That's why I have uh, that class. You know, well, Blue. It depends on the map and the modder, because you could have somebody right now making a multi-fruit PC map with coffee or hemp and have it pay garbage. Kaz just has it set up to sell really well on Rustic Acres for hemp. That's why Min was able to cash in so well. Min could have been dealing with hemp, selling for $45 per thousand, you know, liters. Um, it's the modder that does that. Um, but yeah, I agree with you several about the. Well, yeah, the modders who put hemp on their maps, they make them pay out well because they can. And Old Country Life, like Dave was just saying, OCL, that's Old Country Life. Um, you know, that's Kaz, just like Rustic Acres. You know, um, if you're on PC and you haven't played Old Country Life, you're missing out. In my opinion, that's a fantastic map that I absolutely adore. Multi-fruit 4X. If you buy the property, you can have access to a lime mine where you just scoop it up off the ground. Um, there's also one for solid fertilizer. Plenty of room for placeables if you want to do production facilities like Global Company, or if you want it to be a multiplayer map, there's plenty of places for people to build their own farms. There's other surprises in the map that Kaz did as kind of a jest. It is definitely one to check out. Old Country Life. I'm telling you, Brianna, you might want to start a Discord account. It's free. You can find out a lot of information about a lot of cool mods and maps by joining Discord channels. Old Timer Dave has one. I have one. Farmer Min has one. Of course, Clutch has one. You'd be able to be in touch with a lot of us you know, it's basically social media for gaming. Okay, personal reasons. We'll leave it at that. That's fine. What happened to it several was it's on a mod site, Jones. I can find it for you after my stream and get it to you tomorrow if you want it. If you don't find it first. Excuse me. What happened several is hazard happened. Basically, um, in a nutshell, hazard happened. Uh, we were gonna play it for a while. Outlaw Buck had to kind of drop out because of his eye surgery. But then again, getting his eyes fixed was, of course, more important than playing a video game. Yeah, it did, Brianna. But Hazard was, Hazard came out, but Old Country Life, well, yeah, Dave's still playing it. Um, yeah, he made 1.2 million off of a HEMP contract, but Min stopped playing it because of Hazard came out and he wanted to play that one instead. I don't think there is. Was there ever any updates for that one, Dave? I think the one that got released publicly was, I don't know what you're talking about, Several. I'm going to play dumb on that one and act like I don't know what you're talking about. So for those who haven't played it yet, won't know what we're talking about. But yeah, Seneca, yeah, it's got like a corn dryer or something on it now. I wonder if they got rid of the people walking out of the forest and into the ground on Field 31. That was funny. I should have played that map on Halloween when all the pedestrians are. There it goes. When all the pedestrians are zombies. That would have been the perfect time to play that map. See zombies walk out of the ground in the forest and into the ground on the field. Walk across the air bridge, as I called it. But yeah, Min was playing Old Country Life. And yeah, Giants has it in the game on Halloween. All of the pedestrians were zombies. Go to Farmer Min's channel. There is a Hazard video titled "Turn the Page," and you will see that. But we were playing on Old Country Life, and everything was going good. But we were having very few problems like we're having on Hazard with mod conflicts and whatnot. And let's see. Oh, good, Port Northwest. And I was really enjoying it. Really looking forward to playing with, Min and Outlaw Buck and Old Timer Dave and everything. Doing streaming and playing and everything on Old Country Life. And then Hazard came out and we just kind of just switched maps. I still play it in single player. Dave still plays it. He still streams it. I don't know if Min's playing it anymore. And Outlaw Buck, since he had his eye surgery, hasn't been playing much at all because he's still recovering. And he still has one more surgery, I think he said, to go. I was talking to him about that long ago. He showed up in Discord for a bit. No, the zombies were on PS4 too, dude. You just didn't play on Halloween to see it. guess they do it. Well, they do it every year. Okay, yeah, there. Thanks, Dave. There's the link for that map. Old Country Life. But yeah, you guys make sure next year on Halloween you check out on Farm Sim. Yeah, play a map that has pedestrians, though. Go to Felsbrunn or just one that just has people walking around somewhere. It's really cool. And there's another $11,000. I'll take it. Okay. Woot. Dave is a great guy, that's for sure. I don't always get to catch his streams, but I always go back and give him a like and watch at least part of it, hopefully enough to give him a view. I don't know how much you have to watch to make sure the view counts. It's hard to keep up on all of my friends' streams when I'm trying to yeah, it would, Blue. You know, I'm usually busy playing Farming Simulator. I don't have time to always watch somebody else play. I try to, but yeah, at the beginning of Farmer Min's, especially at the beginning of Farmer Min's video for Turn the Page, you will see a parade of tractors. Oh, is it really, Anna? Well, thank you. I'm in good company then. Farmer Min, you know, he was sitting on his tractor watching Doughboy use Follow Me to take a long string of tractors and implements from the shop to his farm because he was getting set up. And he was parked at the Wendy's there on Hazard. That's right, especially with that old-timer Dave guy. There are a lot of great YouTubers out there, if I'm being honest, Brianna. I'm flattered that, excuse me, that I'm the second person you watched stream after seeing you in so many of Clutches. Well, you know, even if you don't catch them when they're live and you watch them as a video, just watch them and check them out and see if you like them. You know, I mean, everybody has their own personality. Everybody has their own streaming style. DJ Goham is very high energy. His chat goes super fast because he has so many subscribers. But he does a lot of silly things. He does a lot of things with unrealistic things. Then you get some of the people like Virtual Farmer when he streams, and even FS Club, they try and go more for the ultra realistic end of it. Not too different than what Clutch does. Clutch will fudge a little bit once in a while, like with harvesters that have, you know, like much faster working speed than they should, like red cabbage harvesters. You know, but there are people, some of them, you know, there are some people, even in Clutch's chats, that are regulars, like Tiny426. Yeah, yes, you do, Dave. But Tiny426, he plays basically like I'm doing. PS4, just plays and talks and doesn't really record videos. Um, yeah, yes, he does, Brianna, and he gets to preview some really good maps. So if you want to see some maps that are being worked on, yeah, click on his name and sub to his channel, or Dave can post his link again, and you can give him a sub. He's a great guy, and he's very good at keeping up on his chat. So is Six Wheel and Pop Pop, who is another one of our friends, part of our circle. But there are some great people out there that we can easily introduce you to if you want. I know you said you stopped Discord for personal reasons, and that's fine. I don't know if you're on Facebook or anything. But if there was a way outside of streams that I could get a hold of you and give you links to who to check out. Never had Facebook? Okay. Yeah, if there was a way outside of YouTube to be able to Twitter, huh? Okay. Well, do you want to post your Twitter handle and we'll follow you? Because I can get it later and give you a follow and let you know that it's me, because the name won't quite match. I think it's my old gamer tag from one of my other games. Probably the one that's near the same as what that's Dave's channel right there, Brianna. But I think it'll say Rob D Charger, which is my old gamer tag from some of my past games. Which map? Several. Old Country Life? Because it won't make it in the version it's in now. Oh, that's okay. I don't know if you heard me then because you were gone, but if you want to post your Twitter handle, I'll give you a follow on there, and anybody else who's in here and that's on Twitter, if you want, we'll follow you. But I don't know, DM you with some YouTuber links or something, because that might be a good place outside of YouTube to be able to get a hold of you. Greenwich Valley, yeah, that's a good map. Several, and it's being worked on for console right now, isn't it? I think it is. JD 1470, aka Swedish Fish. You missed some excitement last night, JD. Yours the same name everywhere, Blue? Are you on Twitter? Yeah, I know Facebook's different. I have you on Facebook. Well, I was just thinking of a way to contact you with YouTube suggestions and let you know when I'm gonna stream. Because otherwise, the only way I get to know you is you have a Twitter name, use it, Blue, okay? But I was just trying to think of a way outside of here, because the only other time I talked to you was in streams, and I thought, well, if you want to know of some good YouTubers and get their links, or to know when I'm going to stream, I could always hit you up on there. Because, like Old Timer Dave said, really you're kind of missing out because there are some fantastic people who do this. And if I can help broaden your horizons a bit, so you can see some of the great people out there like DJ Goham, FS Club, Daggerwin, Mr. Sealy P is great, and he plays just from a PS4 perspective. He does map tours, let's plays, mod reviews. Farmer Klein does a lot of the same thing from a PC perspective. There's tons of us out there. Great. Yeah, there's great people out there. If you don't want to post your Twitter, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna pressure you about it or bug you about it, but I was just trying to think of a way to contact you outside of here. Well, some of the bigger named people, it's hard to get them to know you except for being a regular. They start to recognize you, especially somebody like you who is good about being there frequently, being good about following the rules, uh, posting messages about, you know, hitting the like button, you know, those things get noticed. So, I know it's tough, you know, because like I've been following DJ Goham for a year. I check him out all the time, but uh, no, it's a big help. It is a big help to tell people, hey, you know, don't forget to hit that like button because, you know, to be honest, myself, I'm not big on asking people to do it. If you want to do it, great. But I'm not big on asking people to do it. But when people do it for you, um, you're helping them out because likes and subs is what keeps us in the game, in the YouTube game, so to speak. You know, because for people like Clutch who get monetized, you have to have 1,000 subs and you have to have 4,000 viewed hours like a year. Well, if people aren't subbing and watching, you're not going to get them hours. And then, you know, you can't get that little bit of money you get from video ads posted on your videos, super chats, things that, you know, helped Clutch pay for the new computer he's working on, you know, for the parts for it. And you can ask Several Header, who is window shopping and getting ready to buy a PC. They're not cheap. Old Timer Dave, Farmer Min, and I were talking to Several Header about that in Discord, in voice chat, quite a while last night about, you know, what you need, what you should get, what you should avoid. You need at least that, you know. So, it gets expensive, you know. Yeah, mine's only about a year old. It's a refurb. I went just barely good enough to play Farm Sim. Wow, look at that. I have my 2 new fields already harvested and cultivated. And Miss Brianna is still in the chat, and I don't think I'm going to stop yet. I think it's time to start a poplar demonstration. I may not finish it tonight, but I can get it started. 1,100 for the tower. Oh, well, at least you're going cheap. Geez, Several. "7 minutes? Why, you leaving? Are you leaving on me, Dave? Are you taking off in 7 minutes? All 6 now. Yeah, I know, I understand, Dave. I was just teasing you. Whoops. No, no, no. There you go. There we go. Leave the dolly hooked up. $1,300 after financing. Goodness gracious, Blue Type. I don't have that kind of money to put into it. So, Brianna, to plant poplars, you need the Damcon PL75. What are you talking about, Blue? I remember not that long ago you were always up until like 7 o'clock your time. 4 a.m. That's usually that used to be early for you. So this is a tree planter that also plants poplars, Brianna. Um, I'm going to lease it. That's $1,300. Now you need to go into pallets. 1,800. Wow. See, there's if you wanted to plant trees, full-grown trees, you need a pallet of saplings. But we are going to be planting a poplar saplings pallet. So let's buy one of those. Now let's go over to the store and pick up our purchase. I don't think that tree planter that we use, I don't think it really takes that much horsepower, but I always use a big tractor just because I can. I mean, I've gotten in the habit many times of using a Case Quad Track to plant trees and poplars just, like I said, because I can. 3,200. Well, what was it, several that Min was up to last night? Like 7,700 or something before he's like, okay, yeah, I'm done. Come on. There's my refill tree planter prompt. Oop, there it is. So we have 2,000 liters basically of poplar. Now we'll go to the fields and start planting. $22K. Maybe if I win the lottery or Publishers Clearinghouse or something, I'll be able to get that kind of a PC. Are you still with us, Brianna? I want to make sure I'm not talking to somebody and doing a demonstration for somebody who... Okay. So now for this part here, I'm going to line up. And I'm going to hire a worker so I can show what it looks like when they're planted up close. The planter goes down, he takes off, and we have poplars in the ground. That's what they look like when they're first planted. I'm going to let him go until he runs out or he finishes his field, whichever comes first. But once he's done planting, I'm going to fast forward time. I'm not going to bother fertilizing or anything because poplar yield is crazy enough as it is anyways. But in the store, we go to forage harvesters, and any one of these. If you look down below at the symbols on the far right, well, you see, your hay, straw, grass. Well, if you see the one on the right, chaff, all that stuff. Hey, man, how are you? You'll see the three little symbols. Those are wood chips because they do poplars. So any of these forage harvesters will do. Min. So any of these forage harvesters will do poplars and turn them into wood chips, Brianna. And then you just go in here into the headers for the forage harvester headers, and you need this guy right here. I never listen. Of course I don't listen, Min. You need one of these. This is the header, Brianna, for harvesting poplars. I don't think there's any other base game or modded, at least on console especially, poplar headers. Now that's the one. That's the. Sorry, worker. I didn't mean to block you. All of a sudden I had a tractor in my face. Yeesh. That's the only header for harvesting them with a forage harvester in that method. Yes. Now PC has other kinds where you could use like a regular combine or like the Holmer Terrados or whatever. But those are modded, PC mods. A more unrealistic method of poplar harvesting. But if you look here in the tools, you go to forestry equipment, or is it under baling technology? It's under baling technology. And you go scroll over to the Anderson stuff. There it is, the BioBaler WB55 by Anderson. This is the other method for harvesting poplars. It's kind of like a weight you put on the front that pushes them down. And then this thing will make round bales out of poplars. So that's the other method. Now, once the worker is pretty much... Oh, nice straight rows you're doing there, dude. Wow. Well, this row certainly wasn't very straight. Oh, you don't have the Anderson pack? Okay. Well, then I won't worry about demoing it too much. Then I'll just use the in-game method. Like I said, though, there's plenty of other not quite realistic PC mods for harvesting poplars. Are you going straight at all yet, dude? What's with this row? I'm paying you to do this? The clutch we have... Maybe. The clutch doesn't like doing poplars. That's why I'm doing them for you. This clutch won't do them. Because watching his streams, you'll see Richard Dower in like every stream asks for peanuts or poplars. Richard Dower, actually, he has his own YouTube channel as well. So when you see him in Min's chat, he's out of Ireland. You can, he does. He just built a new computer and he does farm sim. There's a lot of people though that we could introduce you to. Farmer Min, who just popped in here, you've heard me mention him quite a bit because I'm playing on his server. Excellent YouTuber. He probably would do something crazy unrealistic to bring him up, to harvest him, because, well, as you will see when I get done growing these things, and I'm going to fast forward the growth speed pretty soon here. As a matter of fact, we can go in and let it save. Put it at 120 now and let it go. So these will start growing, and we can sit here and watch them grow, kind of like watching paint dry. But we'll grow these, and then I will lease an in-game harvester. Well, because of the tires on the tractor, and so that you can harvest them without destroying your crop while you're harvesting them, pretty much, is the best way I've been able to figure out. I didn't know about these until I started playing Farm Sim, so I've just learned from experience playing Farm Sim. It's not really pointless. It's basically, I'm growing wood chips, Brianna, is the bottom line. Once these are done growing, and the forage harvester collects them, it turns them into wood chips. So I would have wood chips to sell, or with PC, with some of the global company stuff that needs wood chips to run them, to be part of their requirements. I would be coming up with, well, wood chips are used in like some of the compost makers, but there's some of the pallet making mods for PC that need wood chips. Boy, you're just straight all over the place, aren't you, dude? But yeah, poplars are basically, when you harvest them, because they're just tiny little trees that are dry and brittle, that you hit with a forage harvester, and they're wood chips. That's all poplars are. Because there are, I don't think I have them installed. I might. Let's go to miscellaneous. The placeable trees. Let's see. Not the fruit trees, regular trees. Do I have them on here? Not that one. That's an olive tree. Who, me? No. Oh, my worker? Probably. I gotta see who that is. I gotta look and see if that. So that's my friend Justin. Nope, I don't have them on here. Okay, but there are placeable trees. Hey, I made a promise. I made a promise. Clutch thought I was crazy when I told him I was going to plant poplars. I said what? I told Brianna if she subbed to my channel I'd plant poplars. I'm planting poplars. Nope, that's not Justin. That's a girl. Oh shoot, I have helper buy seed on. Okay, I'm gonna stop. She had to keep going. But now, see, these are just planted. But then you get over here. See, they're a little bit taller and a little bit thicker because I've got the time fast forwarding. So now you're seeing one of the next steps of growth. But they're going to get a little bit taller and they're going to turn light brown. when they're done. Yeah, Dave, I am catering to the audience. Like I said earlier, I crashed my harvester into a car because a guy said he would uh, share my stream and sub if I did. So I did. Yeah, see? I recognize that as a girl right away. Well, like I said, they're not a bad. I mean, sometimes they don't sell too bad, but like I said, some factories need them, and it's just like doing forestry. It's a change of pace if you want to do something different once in a while. Um, with starting with FS19, it's like sugarcane. It will regrow up to 3 times, and then you should plow the field afterwards, which of course would destroy the crop, but it will grow back. So it does, regenerate, I guess you could say, like sugarcane. Sugarcane and poplars are the only two I can think of, especially for base game crops. I don't know about any multi-fruits on PC maps that do it either, but these will grow back, but the yield will go down, especially after 3 harvests, because you need to plow after that. That's true. That's true, blue type. Because if you put something down in the trigger of where they kick out food, um, like, okay, I'll let these go for a minute and I'll run over in the dark to, well, actually, I'll drive my tractor. Why not? Um, let those grow and you'll see what they look like when they get to maturity in just a little bit here. I don't normally like to... Hello, extras. How are you? Welcome. I don't normally like to go farming at night. I usually sleep through the night, but since we're going to since we're trying to grow those for demonstration for you, Brianna, I'm making an exception because, well, YouTube isn't exciting to watch when it's dark outside. You'll see a lot of streamers and videos done in daytime unless it's just crucial to their story. I gotta feed my dog. I forgot. Oh, he's sleeping. Huh. You woke up for that. I don't mind farming at night. I just don't YouTube at night. I don't stream farming at night because this is not usually that exciting. Is this? This is Seasons Simulator, Farmerman. No, I know. See, it's dark out, so you can't tell. But what you do, Brianna, is you'd normally put the food, of course, in here for the pigs. This is the pig pen. But right here in this trigger out here, if you spread wood chips, since that's something that the pigs don't eat, here, this is what Blue Type was talking about, then they have no place to kick out their food. So they stay at 100% cleanliness, which helps their productivity, which helps them reproduce faster or produce milk faster if it's the cows, wool faster if it's the sheep, etc. So, yeah, that is a little hack trick, little hacky type trick, hacking trip that people figured out with FS19 is if you block the trigger, they can't kick out food. Now, which one of these forage harvesters do I want? I think Was it the modded Rostelmash? It's the modded Rostelmash, the RSM 1403 mod, that will attach a trailer. The other ones have trailer hitches but won't attach a trailer. So that's something else to consider, is because otherwise you have to, if you're playing by yourself and you're not using Courseplay or Follow Me on PC, you need to hire a worker and then drive beside them. Right. It works with anything that the animals don't eat. So, like for the sheep or for the cows, you could use corn. Um, it's usually good to try and cover quite a bit of the trigger several, um, so that they have no place to kick any of it out. No, I don't think so. Because I think I've left the tractor in the trigger and fast forwarded time and had like a pile build up underneath. You'd need something that's just laying there on the ground, because it would only register the tires of the tractor. Um, One of the YouTubers that I've watched quite a bit, Eustace Farmer, did a video with Mr. CLP where they demonstrated the technique. Um, what did Eustace Farmer change his name to? Atomic G67 or Atomic 67G. But it was before he changed his name from Eustace Farmer. He did a video on the the cleaning hack for Farm Sim for the animals. So I'm gonna lease. Yeah, it's a some type of ground cover basically. Oh, you're welcome, Dave. I'm just gonna do some more work here with poplars for Miss Brianna. Oh, daytime! Yay! Okay. No tractor hooked up to it right now, so that's good. I'll pop over to this. I know it's a New Holland header on a Rostelmash forage harvester, but it'll work just fine. It just looks funky color-wise. Thanks for the stream earlier, old-timer Dave. It was a good one. Like I said earlier, for anybody watching who hasn't, make sure you sub to Dave, because he does good stuff, and he streams at least 5 or 6 nights a week. He tries to. I thought this one did. Oh, yeah, there it is. Whew. Don't scare me like that, you silly. Dang forage harvester. About to give me a heart attack. I don't want to waste money leasing equipment and then not be able to use it for what I want to use it for. I'm going to stop the clock from going too fast now for just a little bit, because I want to see, hopefully, we have some ready to go poplars. Because I don't need too many if I'm only going to be demonstrating the one type of harvester. And to be honest, I'm probably going to cultivate up or plow up the rest after I've done this demonstration, because I'm not going to need them. This is fully for demonstration purposes. Well, I do have some different stages of growth, but I don't know if any of them are actually ready yet. So I might have to fast forward the clock some more here. But as you can see, there's growing, growing, still growing, but that's almost completely matured. So I'm going to fast forward just a little bit more. Yeah, I'll uh, I'll tell Clay, come on in, and he'll be like, nope, sleeping. I'm not touching harvesters. You brought that on yourself. This is one of the time that Clutch will be very happy to remind me that he does not play on console. I don't need to sit in the harvester and let it run. I'll just sit here. It's going to kill me in leasing fees because I leased it too early. But that's alright. This is for fun. I'll just do an extra fertilizing contract or something and make up some of the money. But as you can see, this is how they look in different stages of growth, because you saw them when they were first planted. And this is probably last stage before they start turning into the ready to harvest. Let's see here. Yeah, they're getting dark green. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's as far in as I can zoom, but you can see that top row right in front of my cursor right here is dark green, so it'll start getting into the yellows and oranges pretty soon. I can always save the rest of these for, poplars aren't that bad, but I could save them for several. I think several header would love to harvest poplars. I don't mind sugarcane either. It's potatoes and sometimes sugar beets. Now, why did the worker stop? Why did you run out of gas there? What's up, Brianna? What's your random question? You know, you liked that one? Am I friends with? I do know quite a few, and I'm aware of quite a few good ones. Um, I'm not as well known. I mean, there are the people that I associate with frequently, like Farmer Min and Clutch and Oldtimer Dave. But there's so many out there that don't know me. Like, well, I mean, Tiny knows me. Um, DJ Goham kind of knows who I am. We're friends on Facebook, but um, I get a honest and sincere reaction of "Hey, how are you?" From Farmer Min more than I get from somebody like DJ who has so many followers that he doesn't know a lot of us by name. Farmer Min is one of those people who has numbers in the thousands, so he has enough to be monetized, but he still knows quite a few of his regulars to the point that he gives a crap about them. He knows who they are. He remembers things about them. You know where they're whereabouts they're from for most of them. Um, what they do, some of them in real life as far as their work. Maybe a little bit about their family. Farmer Min is the kind of YouTuber I want to be. Excuse me, dang mosquitoes. He, you know, he doesn't lose touch with people. He keeps it real. And I'm not saying that because he's in here. I'm saying it because it's true. I don't even know if he's still in here. He might have fallen asleep. Um, because like he said, it's like 3:30 in the morning for him. Oh, he won't forget where you're from, several. Yeah, because he just loves cheeseheads. Yeah, but uh, uh, Farmer Min is um, what I would consider a slightly bigger channel. He's a relatively big channel, Brianna, but he has that small channel feel because of him being, you know, real with his viewers, knowing them, you know. Um, when he starts his videos, he says, "Hello, my farming friends," and really, he makes you believe it. You know, um, still says growing, huh? They're getting there. They're getting there. Vehicle leasing costs 15,266. Oh, that's one thing I can do. I don't need this anymore. I don't need to pay for that anymore. Ah, look at that. Ready to harvest. See how they're all brown? You think I've lost it? Well, I am doing poplars voluntarily, Min. But everything I said about you is honest. But see, now these are ready to harvest. These are almost ready to harvest. Almost ready to harvest. So, but this is more of what you want. I'll wait until daylight and then I'll stop the clock fast forwarding. Checks in the mail. Yeah, I'll put it towards my psychiatrist bill. Um, yeah, that's just it, Blue. Is after a while, when the quantity is up, sometimes the quality goes down, and that's something Min and I have talked about. Is it's about quality of subs, not quantity of subs. We would rather have a core group of awesome people watching the videos, commenting, leaving likes, showing up in the streams, than having, you know, 3,000 people in a stream and chat going so fast with a whole bunch of the same junk being said over and over again, and you can't keep up with it. That um, it's tough to read. To have, you know, like out of 20 comments, having it over almost half of them be when season's coming to console, all asking the same question because they don't see, oh, well, that person asked, I'll just wait for the answer. You know, um, or, hey, can I get a shout out? It's like, if you're that starved for attention, um, I feel sorry for you. You know, he said my name. Oh, goody, goody. I'm a person. I'm a regular person. So if I give you a shout out and I say your name, it's not really that big a deal. And it shouldn't be that big a deal if somebody who has, 40,000 subscribers, 50,000 or whatever says your name either. Yeah, you'll be there when he gets there. That's the answer. You know, um, now that we're getting daylight, though, you can see the difference between ready to harvest and growing. You can really see it. Um, But yeah, people just, need to understand that just because somebody is on YouTube, they make videos about mods, or they do a lot of live streaming and they make Let's Play videos, because Farmerman does Let's Play videos and he does, live streaming, but um, he doesn't do mod review videos. Once in a blue moon, he'll do a video on a mod or a mod pack if it's something that is just above and beyond. Like like he was really honored and touched because there was a mod pack of placeable sell points that got put out last month or so. Um, and it had sell points on it. Hashtag Farmstead News. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. But there was a mod pack that had placeable sell points. It was just the the raised cement on the ground. Um, and they were all named after different people. Frosty Rose has one. Farmer Min has one. Old Timer Dave has one. Because they were made by the collaboration I was talking about earlier, the people who made Rustic Acres and Old Country Life and are doing the edit of Pleasant Valley where you can buy and transport chickens. Um, she's an upcoming YouTuber. She has around 30 subscribers, not much content on her channel, but we're trying to help her break that shyness barrier. So she wants to be a YouTuber, and we think she's going to do good because there's not very many females doing Let's Plays. So if you haven't already, sub to her channel and keep an eye out, because I think because Farmer Min and we're trying to help her, and I think she'll do real well once she can get rolling. But yeah. So looks like these are ready to go, at least these first couple rows. So now you get your harvester in place, you put down your header, turn it on just like a regular harvester or forage harvester. Start driving through it. Start going down, and it takes in the poplars and shoots. If you look down there, you'll see down there for what's in the trailer, it's 327 liters of wood chips, because that's all that poplars get turned into is wood chips. You just drive down the row. And one thing that's nice about 19 that you couldn't do in 17 is you can hire a worker. I don't think you could do that with a forage harvester doing wood chips, and Hey Ryan, how are you? Outdoor farmer, huh? You gonna sub to him, Brianna? Okay, go ahead. That's fine. He's working on building his channel. How's it going, Ryan? So as you can see, Brianna, I'm alright. Just showing my friend Brianna here all about poplars. But this is what it looks like when they're harvested. They're going to start growing again. But that's basically it, especially without using the Anderson pack to make bales. Basically, that's poplars. You drive along, this thing chews them up and spits them out as wood chips. Pretty basic, but like Blue Type and I were talking about a little bit ago, it's a great way to put something down in a food trigger so they can't kick out. They can't kick out food, and they stay at 100% clean. But you're going to want to do that when they are 100% clean, because otherwise, if they're 93% clean, they're going to stay at 93% clean, I think. I've always done it at 100%, and it's probably a safer bet to suggest doing that. But poplars aren't that bad. The yield is fairly high. Like we said, they grow back for 3 times, and then you need to. Am I saying it wrong? Brianna? Is that it? Brianna? Not a hard A. It's probably a soft A. Yeah. I'm sorry, Brianna. See? It's hard to tell when it's in chat. I mean, Ryan Sutton could be Ryan Sutton for all I know. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding around. But okay, Brianna. See? Now I know, and now I'll tell Clutch, hey, get it right. It's Brianna. All right. That's poplars. What do you think? Not as exciting as Sorry, Ryan, your name was still on the screen, so you got volunteered. Yeah, that's a good question, Farmerman. Yeah, there you go. You are in the U.S. Okay, because I know you're a regular in Clutch's streams, because that's where I know you from. So I'm not paying any more leasing fees on those. I don't need them. But oh yeah, I have a poplar pallet to get rid of now. Oh well, that's fine. Yep, she is. A, she's made more Clutch streams than I have in the last couple of months. I've missed like 1 or 2, and she's caught them all. Now, if memory serves me correct, and I am perfectly fine with being corrected if I am wrong, I believe Ryan. Ryan, are you the one from Australia? Well, Brianna, um, I know Ryan Clark is from Australia, but I've got a Ryan Sutton in here, and I thought he was. Yeah, he's from Queensland? Did I remember that right? Is it Queensland? Let's see how my memory is. I'm trying to get good at remembering some of these things like Farmer Min does, where people are from. Wow! Woohoo! Happy dance time? No, I'm kidding. I'm not dancing. Not even when you can't see me in stream, I'm still not dancing. Back up, back up. You're gonna block the car. Back up. There you go. Haha. I'm trying to remember. Maybe Farmer Min, he probably knows what part of Australia Mr. and Mrs. Aussie are from. Yeah, don't worry, Blue. I won't. Probably fall out of my chair and hit my head or something. It'd sound funny, but not feel funny. But there's a couple of YouTubers that stream around this time, a lot of nights, uh, that are from Australia, and I'm trying to remember whereabouts. Farmer Min has known Mr. and Mrs. Aussie and that family longer than I have, so he might know. He probably does. New South Wales? Okay. I can answer that question. The Min in his name is a clue. Yep, Chizo is an Aussie too. Yeah, I know. Well, before I started watching any of his stuff, I saw his name pop up in. That's why I didn't get the trigger. I didn't have the trailer selected. I saw his name pop up in some of my. I saw his name pop up, and I knew a family with the last name of Min when I was growing up, and well, I didn't get along with them, so I didn't look at his channel the first time, and then I saw him in a live stream video with Mr. CLP, and I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely not part of that family. That was only $500. What a ripoff. Started watching his channel and been watching it ever since. I'm sorry, Blue Type. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. No, actually, I have family, unfortunately, in Wisconsin. And the confusing part is most of them originated. Yeah, I did Coffee and Water Plant and Harvest, I know, but it was all about showing Brianna what was up. But I have relatives that live in Wisconsin that actually originated in Minnesota. Why they would move from Minnesota to Wisconsin and not the other way around, I don't know. But by fast forwarding the clock, my nice little field of money beans right here is ready to harvest. Yay! Yeah, I know, Ryan. Mr. and Mrs. Aussie have uh, Brianna, are you in Minnesota? Just out of curiosity, you don't have to say where in the state you are, but that would be awesome, Brianna, if you are. Okay, yeah. I know some people who aren't going to argue that fact with you. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. Oh, you always get this kind of treatment, Several. Don't start. The only good thing that comes out of Wisconsin is cheese, and even California makes better cheese. And I have family in Wisconsin. Family I don't visit because, well, I'd have to go to Wisconsin to do that. I'm not saying Wisconsin cheese is bad. I'm saying California cheese is better. Well, they don't play professional football, that's for sure. Several, I would just like to remind you of the color of the wrench that Farmer Min has um, in my chat. Just a little heads up. He's not afraid to use it. Just be careful and consider yourself warned, because he paid me $20 to be able to time out Zeke and Streak 4 times in one stream one night. Miller Lite, blue type. Or as Brianna, as Clutch would call him, Zeke and Steak. Because Clutch can't get his name right. Well, what Clutch didn't realize, and what I was able to figure out real quick because I met him when I streamed with Farmer Min on Oakfield last spring before it came on 17 before it came out on 19, um, is that you just got to remember the rhyme. Spotted cow. Zeke, Streak. Either Farmer Min has left my chat to go watch somebody else or to go to sleep, or he's being very generous. I am so surprised, several, that you have not been timed out yet. Just saying. Well, since I went ahead and did that poplar demonstration and it's all done tonight for you, Brianna, you broke your game? Oh, that's not good. But since I was able to already do the poplar demonstration for you, Brianna, I can just go in and actually sell. Why aren't you planting all corners? I'm not sure what you mean, Nocturne. sell this back and get my money back. There we go. Yes, I am, Brianna. And yet, out of all of us, if somebody was to meet up with Whammer in real life, I live the closest to Whammer out of all of us. I mean, does it run on a PC with 2 graphics cards? I don't know, Min. I'm not that big on computers. I don't know. Yeah, Blue Type, we have tried to talk Whammer into doing videos and making videos, but he just won't do it. I'm surprised he actually helps clutch out with his as much as he does. I mean, playing in live streams once in a while is one thing, but I'm surprised that he I'm harvesting all of it right now, Nocturne. I think it's just too much work. Oh, the spray is the chaff. It's the part that isn't the soybeans I'm harvesting. It's spraying out basically the garbage part of the plant, I guess you could call it. Yeah. And soybeans don't leave straw. But that's what you're seeing, is it spraying out the unsellable, unusable part of the plant, I guess would be the way to put it. We have a real life farmer, at least one I'm for sure, you know, in the chat, and that would be Farmer Min, who actually in real life just finished harvesting soybeans. He'd be able to explain it better than I could, really, if he was in voice, but unfortunately he's not. But no, I'm just harvesting. That it's spraying out just gets cultivated up and destroyed. It's nothing. No, yeah, you're welcome, Nocturne. It's fine. I was confused for a second because I wasn't planting at the time. I was harvesting, so I was just trying to figure out exactly what you were talking about without. I don't want to come off as rude or insulting or anything, and just trying to understand where you're coming from. Yeah, Brianna's got it right. It's the non-soybean, unusable, unsellable part of the crop. Because, like, if you look at wheat, wheat is, you got the stalk that comes up from the ground, and then in the top is the seed. That's the wheat that gets used, ground for flour and whatnot, where the rest of it is, well, it's called chaff. Where did I park my trailer? It's over here. So, when you see a plant in a field with like, that might be a foot tall or more. Most of your cereal crops, your grain crops, um, most of that stuff is the unusable junk part. The actual usable part of it is just most of what you see is just holding up the usable part. The rest of it's just, like Brianna said, it's just non-usable. So when it sprays on the ground is just to be cultivated in as garbage. Let me see here. Wheat looks like field 9 is a wheat field. Okay. You know several? I think I will. Let's take a drive up to field 9. I'll sell my soybeans in a minute here. We're going to take a field trip first. Come on, class. Everybody on the bus. Several, sit down. Class, if you don't behave, I'll turn this bus around right now. Me? No. But my friend Farmer Min, who is around here somewhere right now, he's from Minnesota and he is a real life farmer who also plays this. Yeah, Farmer Min did a real life farming video where he stood behind a harvester and explained it. So there he is right there, Nocturne. Farmer Min, make sure you give him a sub. He is an excellent YouTuber and real life farmer, and he shows some real life farming videos as well. Let's see if you can barely see that the texture and the detail isn't that great in the game. But you can see the kind of fat part at the top of the stalks that looks a little, I don't know, almost kind of fuzzy in this. But you can see that's where you're going to find the actual the grain part. That's where the wheat is at. The rest of this stuff from the ground up to the top where it gets fat. See how this one little piece here is kind of tilted at the top? It gets to the top and it kind of turns. It's bent. Because that's the weight of the wheat in the top that's the actual usable part. Most of this plant doesn't get used for... No, several. You do not drive the bus. Stop asking. You ask all the time. But that's... most of that plant isn't usable. It's just... well, I mean, you can make straw with it to, use for feed and for bedding. But as far as for the wheat part goes, for making flour, for bread, and everything else, it's just the tip part has the seed in it. That's what you harvest and use to that's the actual wheat part of the plant. The more money-making part of the plant, I guess you could say. several. I'll give you a detention. We just took a class trip. I kill me. I was being sarcastic with how funny I thought that was, but I was driving a class tractor. We took a class trip. Now, excuse me, soybeans, right there, 1972. Yep, we took a class field trip, Brianna. Excuse me. I must have swallowed a mosquito or a moth or something. Port Northwest, okay. I hope I was able to help, kind of. Uh, you can watch the video back there, Farmer Min. This will be available as a video as soon as I'm done streaming. You can watch it over and over again so I can get plenty of views on my video and question and leave comments, and I'll reply to them. Make sure you hit the like button while you're at it too, sir. And the video where Farmer Min stood behind the combine that he mentioned earlier is actually kind of funny because when it was spraying out the chaff, it sprayed him in the face. You think Giants should make it so that you can only plant poplars in the biggest field on the map? If you're gonna come and harvest them, sure. I'm just wondering, Brianna, why are you a big poplar fan now? Is that crop very popular with you? Yes, I went there. I know. Yay, tree crash. See what happens when I let several drive? That's several's fault. Everything bad that happens in tonight's stream is being blamed on several header. So I want to thank potatoes in every field. You did watch Doughboy's stream. Did you watch the video from Doughboy's stream at the end last night? That's where things were really bad. $14,483 in soybeans. Much better price and yield. Much better price, at least, than those poplars. Yeah. Poplars everywhere. That was evil. Of course, the sandcastles were a bit much too. I know Outdoor Farmer regrets what he did. Oh, brother. Hey, cows. What's going on, dude? I'm glad to see you make it in. don't want to repair the dolly. I want to repair the tractor. Dang it. Fine. Back up. Disconnect. Drive forward. So there's only one thing in the trigger, so you don't get confused. Stupid Farm Sim 19. Repair. There we go. Much better. Much better. I appreciate it. And thanks for the invite to your PlayStation community. I accepted immediately. Nice to see, actually, well, two of my friends started communities. Because Tiny's got one now, too. Very cool. Well, I will probably only be talking about Farm Sim when I'm in there. To be honest. Actually, I think I would probably get a Stream Deck and probably get my own bot. Yeah, K-Bot kind of scares me. Especially now that we see him on camera. That is one weird dude. My friend just up a couple of comments from you there, several. Cows Go Moo has a PlayStation community. And then Tiny426, another friend of mine, has one as well. Yes, there are, Brianna. I probably have upwards of around 200 channels I follow on YouTube. Not all of them are Farm Sim, but I have plenty of Farm Sim or farming channels I follow. Quite a few. We'll allow that one, cows. There. We know you're kidding. Well, you know, it's kind of a lemonade from lemons thing for me. Brianna, I wouldn't have found Farm Sim if my house hadn't been broken into and my PlayStation stolen. When I got my renter's insurance check to replace things that were taken and I was shopping at GameStop, I found Farm Sim 15 for PlayStation 4 used. Even though Farm Sim 17 was already out. Well, cows, okay. But 17 was already out, but I found 15 used for PS4 for around uh, $15, and I'd never played Farm Sim because I'd only known it as a PC game, and I knew I didn't have a PC that I thought could handle it, so I never bothered to try because I didn't want to buy a game that I couldn't play because um, oh really? Um, but I got, well, let's see, it'll be 2 years this February, I think it was, that I got Farm Sim 15. It was, yeah, because it was 2 years ago this month that my house got broken into. Um, but um, and I started playing it in February, like I said, 15, and I played it every hour of every day I possibly could from about February or late February till about, I want to say, around April, May. And then I moved to 17, and then I got 19 when it came out, like 6 months later. Yeah. So I've only been playing Farm Sim for a little over a year. Well, I think it was, oh man, it must have been like probably Farm Sim '09 because it was in back in like 2008 or something that I saw it on PC, and I just didn't think I'd be able to have my computer handle it because my computer was crap at the time. Um, it was, yeah, it was pretty crappy. So like, nah, I just don't see myself being able to handle it, and I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it or not. That's why I got it on PS4. I was like, oh, I can always return it because it was a GameStop. So I've got, you know, a week for any reason at all or whatever to return it. Well, I found some good uh, people to play with in multiplayer. That's helped. 15 is the only one of the three Farm Sim games that I don't have on both PC and console. I only have it on PS4. I don't have it on PC. And I just keep changing up which map I do. And for me, cows, I get to do something that, I don't get to do on console, and that's play on PC with the global company mods, the factories and production stuff. Yeah, I play American Truck Sim as well, or as Farmer Min calls it, parking lot simulator. Because the first time he played it, he spent half an hour trying to figure out how to get out of a parking lot. But that's just an entirely different story. But you know, there is a video on his channel, so there's proof. Um, but I will say, Farm Sim on PS4 um, does have its its benefits because you only have to go to one place to get your mods, so it makes it easier for multiplayer. I have found a lot fewer mod conflicts than what you can get on PC because you have no idea what you're going to get in mod conflicts on PC. And I've seen and experienced some uh, weird ones. Yeah, convoys are fun, but unfortunately, I would try and recruit her for Clutch's company, but you need to be in the Discord for it, as well as being on Truck's books, and you need Discord for voice for talking in convoys, and she's not on Discord, um, which kind of stinks because I think it would be cool to have Brianna on there because right now the only female trucker we have in the company that I know of is Frosty. Yeah, and since then, was that before? That was before. Was that before Oregon? Because now Washington's out, Utah's out, um, and with the Washington there was a um, logging transport logging transport jobs. So there is some good stuff in ATS. Yeah. That unfortunately you are missing out on, cows, but uh well, I hope you get a chance to get it going again, you know. Yeah, it was out before I had the game. Heavy cargo and special transport were um, both out before I went on. The special transport pack is interesting, where you have to follow the police escort. Okay, yeah, so you have New Mexico. Yeah, because now it goes, there's Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah. You know, they're getting there. And of course, with the right mods, you can have Coast to Coast and Canada Dream and, uh, well, yeah, Mexico, Coast to Coast and Canada Dream. Yeah, Utah's out. It's released, so you can drive to Salt Lake City and everything else. All right, you guys. Well, I have been going for just over 3.5 hours, so that's a decent stream. I don't have it yet either, Blue Type. I don't have it. I'll probably get it at the end of this month if my laptop doesn't set me back too much. Brianna, I'm glad I can finally pronounce your name properly because I've had a chance to find out that I had it wrong. um, I want to thank everybody who came by. Hopefully, some of the newer people uh, click subscribe so that they can catch me the next time. Um, yeah, that's the way it usually goes, cows. It seems like everything gets in the way of the things you want. I know, I know. I'm fortunate enough that my name is not hard to pronounce. So, um, but no, I get it. I've known people like that, you know, on both sides that are like you that doesn't want to be, that you're pronouncing it wrong. And I've known people who are just like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, it's not a big deal, but, so I get it. I totally get it. But like I said, it's been over 3.5 hours. It depends on what part of the world you're coming from. Some people have tried to pronounce it that way. But I want to thank everybody for coming by. Well, it's not Brianna, it's Brianna. See? So that's why, you know, yeah. Um, but it's been over 3.5 hours. It is after 2 a.m. I'm probably not going to bed yet, but I think I'm going to shut the stream down. I had a blast. I want to thank everybody who came in, even those that didn't get to stick around. Yeah, that's why I'm stopping it now, several, because you're not going to get the drive. Nope. Yeah. Oh, blue type, still early. Still early. Yeah, weren't you complaining a little while ago that it was getting late there, blue type? Now you're saying it's early? Oh, okay. But this is the second stream in a row that's gone almost 4 hours. It's crazy. I'm the best poplar farmer? Well, thank you, Brianna. I'm not sure if that's something to be super proud of, but, hey, I was able to show you how to do it, so that's kind of cool. I did promise. You held up your end by subscribing, so, you know, uh, you need my sleep to root for the Vikings? Our sleep. Okay, that makes more sense. But, boy, yeah, how scared of you are of men now, several, because you are kissing his butt so much your nose is brown. Um, yeah, Clutch could put a car on her. Yeah, that's true. Well, thank you, Brianna. I appreciate that. I sure do. And if you, well, I'm going to try and start doing some PC stuff as soon as I'm going to try and get a laptop to help run. Um, try and get it to run Discord for voice and get it to run uh, Streamlabs so I can try and do some PC multiplayer streaming. And you are more than welcome to join sometime. You don't have to be in voice. You can just do the in-game texting or something. Um, we will keep that option open if you want. Anybody who uses a Pokemon trainer as their well, it's the first time for everything, Brianna. First time for everything. But anybody who uses a Pokemon trainer for their profile pictures, okay by me. So, um, Frosty Rose hadn't done much multiplayer, and she's trying to build her channel. You know, since Yellow came out. Yeah, since Pokemon Yellow, long time. Um, Red and Blue had already been out, and Yellow had just come out. Well, I understand cows. Mine's lapsed a couple times lately too. I'm going month to month right now until I can afford to pay for a longer stint. Um, yeah, I still play Brianna. So, um, but all right, you guys. Thank you so much for dropping in. I will see you around the Farm Sim YouTube world. Hopefully, Brianna can make it into some streams of some of the others and get to see how they do things. Farmer Man is always entertaining, and since he does streams from the multiplayer server that I'm playing on, I'm sure she'll see me in there. Oh, Blue. Also, Brianna, there's another YouTuber that does a lot of streaming from that same multiplayer uh, um, server that Min has that I'm on, Doughboy2913. You don't like modular map cows? Um, I know the Aussies like it, but let me see here. Give me 1 second here, guys. Copy, paste. Yeah, like I said earlier, sub to several, and then here is Doughboy's link, Brianna, right there. He streams from Min's server, so you might see me on there. Frosty Rose and I, she had her farm and I had mine, but we decided to combine into one farm. She's sharing my farm with me. So, it is fun. Especially if you get with people, you enjoy, Oh, okay, cows. Well, hopefully they get it updated and fixed. Um, that stinks. It looks like a basically flat map with Felsbrunn buildings and a little bit more detail. But yeah, yeah, we can get together and do some multiplayer. Um, it'll be fun, several. Yeah, I think he does. I know Klein uses his Discord for voice for his streams. I think, or I know he's active in Doughboy's um, Discord channel. So I don't think there was really much of a falling out or anything. I might let you drive like a skid steer or something small that you can't do much damage with. There's several. How's that? Is that okay? I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course you can drive. Um, but if you ever do reconsider Discord, Brianna, I hope you join my channel, my Discord. Um, okay, Brianna, you can drive a golf cart. Yeah, we'll put them in the cucaracha pickup. There you go, cows. There you go. I like that idea. The cucaracha pickup. All right, everybody. Farmer Min, thank you very much for popping in. I appreciate it. I hope you can get things straightened out with your game. I've been there. It sucks. For those of you in here who haven't yet, make sure you click on them and sub to his channel. Great, great stuff. Several header, that does not surprise me. And now you'll be able to drive that either. You can drive a pair of running shoes. You can hoof it everywhere. Stand on the sidelines and cheer while we farm. You don't even get to use a chainsaw. Heck no. Nothing. No hand tools of any kind. No vehicles. Ah. Yeah, he's got some great real life farming videos. Um, the uh, that's mean to the horse. I might have PETA called on me. I don't know. That might be hurt my channel. But Brianna, the harvester that he was behind, I know you've seen in some of Clutch's streams. Yeah, it was a gleaner, one of the lesser known but still popular PC combines. Yeah, a gleaner. So you'll get to see a real life gleaner in action. So, um, thank you everybody. It was a blast. I can't tell you how many times I've decided that I'd start streaming and be like, well, if it's he's better than Millennial Farmer. Nothing wrong with Millennial Farmer, but I'm a bigger Min fan. They're both in Minnesota, at least. So, is that the link for the video where you're behind the gleaner? Nice. Well, you never know, cows. Thank you for posting that one, Min. There you go, Brianna. Um, Everybody, make sure you check out that video. Leave a comment, leave a like, sub to his channel if you haven't already. Thank you, everybody. Sub to cows. Just kidding, dude. Sorry. I know it's been a while since we've messed with you on that one, but I didn't get to do that back then. Thanks a lot, guys. Brianna, cows, Blue Type, several, everybody else who came in. Farmerman, as always, and I will talk to you soon, I hope, because I do need to ask you a couple of questions. Oh, come on, I only said it once. I'm not like DJ or Clutch. They used to spam that joke. You guys have a good night, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.